So I will show an example of how there is respect that is not going both ways. Okay, so I will show an ad hominem attack now. Ad hominem means that instead of um, arguing against a position that the other person has, because I have a different position. This is like I'm a contrarian, I have a different position. And this is what I do when I rebuke arguments. Like I rebuke the argument of quantum of conscience. I didn't do an ad hominem. I said that he was defeatist. And then I said the argument why. Okay. The response is not direct, first of all, but it is, he knows what I'm doing. It's kind of sad, not sad, right? It's um, uh, it's a sad state of things, how people are in general, and it's like, why does it have to be like this? Let's show you what I mean, and so that, yeah, I want to show real arguments, right? So let's do that. So I'll show you what he said, okay?
What is the Holy Grail? First off, proviso. I'm not arrogant enough to be like, let me tell you what the Holy Grail is. Let me give me a second to explain. But that deserves a chapter in itself. It's not something you. So we'll push up many more chapters, even though this is the last section. For example, a question: what is the Holy Grail? First off, proviso. I'm not arrogant enough to be like, let me tell you what the Holy Grail is. Let me.
So what he did is that he said that if you say what the Holy Grail is, then you're arrogant. Let me show you my comment to this, because Matt knows that I'm talking about this, right? But he got 90,000 subs, so who cares about respect going two ways, right? Who cares about that? I'll show you what I believe triggered him to. I mean, he's expressing this because later in the video he never talks about the Holy Grail. He just said that he will talk about it, but he'll do it in a separate chapter, right? So this is the thing. This is what I always have to deal with people around me, because I'm so extremely provocative. I'm just too provocative. So, and when I provoke people, I do it with I tell an argument. I don't do I know what ad hominem is, so I don't do it. At least it's extremely rare that I do it. But what he told me that is retrocausally or retroactively is that the simple act of attempting to say what the Holy Grail is arrogant, and so I'm arrogant. I mean, that's that's negative, right? It's negative to be arrogant. It's just simply unlikable, more than unlikable, actually. Arrogant means that you're lost, kind of. And so I'll read my comment here. The act of saying that the Holy Grail is what the Holy Grail is not arrogant. You say I'm not arrogant enough to tell. You say I'm not arrogant enough to tell you what the Holy Grail is. Directly implies that anyone that attempts to is arrogant. Since this is what I'm doing and you know that I am, it means that you think that it's arrogant. I would appreciate if you instead attempted at rebuking my arguments instead of ad hominem like arrogant, you know. And this is the sad state, you know. I'm really trying not to use these tricks, you know. This is my stoicism, okay? I'm trying to be stoic, and I'm trying to do whatever I can to do these things. And that means don't do ad hominem. So now I will show you what I said that is very critical, but it's not um, it's not wrong. I'm explaining why there is a defeatism in this video from December 13th. And so since I did this, I mean, there's literally two choices. Either I'm right and you can learn something from it, because I told this before that there is a defeatism, and I've been told when um, I've been told like maybe 10-15 years ago that I was defeatist, and being defeatist is understandable. It's understandable, but it's kind of being in the wrong, you know. If you're defeatist, it's kind of, yeah, I've given up, right? And so it's not something anyone should strive for. So I'll show you why it is defeatist, and I'll give a link to this video that probably bothered him. And I'm making arguments in this video. I am telling why it's defeatist.
How the world is not real, how conscience here. And I was listening to Quantum of Conscience. He's talking about how the world is not real, and it's just simply a stupid statement, because nothing, the statement nothing is, and then place anything there. Nothing is, place anything there. So nothing is fun. Okay, if nothing is fun, well, then you don't know what fun is, and so you cannot possibly know that nothing is fun, or nothing is sad. Well, if nothing is sad, you cannot possibly know what sadness is. So the idea, so when he says that the world is not real, it's a false statement. The world is real. And yeah, especially, I mean, you really need to understand that it's real because of this. I mean, it's so simple, you know.
Okay. So as I said, any statement that starts with nothing is false. So if you say that nothing is real, that's a false statement, because you haven't defined what real is, and you can't define what real is. So the statement falls by itself. When anyone says that nothing is real, this statement just falls apart by itself. And so you know, and I know that this is real. And even if the tapestry or this theater cover is falling, and you see people changing clothes from one part to another in this theater, it's still real. This is how it is. This is how it is. And so what I did is that I upset him, and what I got back was um, an ad hominem, as I said. And this is so normal, right? And sure, I said it was a stupid statement, and if I would have said it's a stupid statement and stopped at that, then it would have been me doing an ad hominem. But I said it's a stupid statement um, because the statement nothing is false, and so yeah. But this is how everyone around me is, including you guys that are supposed to be the most intelligent. You keep on trying to throw, like, sling shit in my direction. And what I do is that I notice it. I note it. I write it down into this book or something in my mind, and then I forget it. Maybe at some time I'll remember it. And um, I'm so freaking tired of how this is. Even the people that are like the ones that I admire, and like I'm not allowed to admire anyone, right? No one can be my my uh, my fan, you know. I can't be anyone's fan. It's like not allowed, you know. I have to um right. So yeah, maybe I'm defeatist right now. Just like I told him. Now I'm defeatist, right? I told you you're defeatist, Matt. But now I'm the defeatist because I feel that no one will, you know, there are a few guys in my comment section that are really um good people, you know. And what did I do to Matt? Well, Matt has an image. Matt's image is um, almost 100,000 subs, while still being telling the truth. Is a truth speaker, right? He is. But then again, don't forget that it seems to be an image at the same time. That's the problem. This image, the act of maintaining an image, and at the cost of hurting others, making, you know, ad hominem is something that is is just supposed to go under the radar, and you're supposed to paint yourself with the words that the other person is saying. I'm supposed to identify with being arrogant. I'm supposed to identify with this, and this is supposed to be how I see myself, because if I'm not intelligent enough, this is how it will be. I will swallow these words, and I will enjoy Matt's video that is otherwise very enjoyable. He makes enjoyable videos, and so if I enjoy his video to the fullest, I will sign up to his description of me as being arrogant without making arguments. Sure, if he would have said you're arrogant because this, and making real arguments, then that would have been another thing, right? Um, and then the commonality. Maybe someone will tell me you are oversensitive. That's not an argument also. why, you know, I told you the reasons why things are like they are here. And, you know, Matt knows that he knows that I am defining the Holy Grail and the Philosopher's Stone. It's one of the same things, and it's even written in the book that I gave him. He knows about it. I sent it to him. You know, I'm just telling you that I sent it to him, and I'm telling you, and he even told me that he liked it and read it many times, and that was until um, I don't remember exactly what he said about it, but he really enjoyed it. He said, and I'm only telling you this because I I want you to know that he knows what I'm doing. He knows that this is he's fully aware of it, and um, I just think that we can avoid ad hominem. I mean, I hope so, but that's not how things are, right? I'm thinking like, doesn't people know about ad hominem, right? Is it like too is it? I thought like everyone knows about ad hominem and thinks like, oh, I'm not going to do ad hominem because I know what it is, right? Directly when you know what ad hominem is, you don't do it anymore. At least I attempt to not do it. The important thing is to know that it's there. People do it. People project their inner demons onto others. They project their inner faults onto others. And people should know about these basic concepts about psychology, what people do. They do ad hominem, they project, and this is what people do. And everyone should know about it. And the most intelligent people like Matt is supposed to do it. He's supposed to know about this. And so the question is it his image? And I guess so, you know, because he is intelligent enough to know. And um, yeah, because he's very intelligent, Matt, extremely intelligent, right? And so I'm just I'm mind blown how this situation can be like this, right? And I don't get it, to be honest. Yeah. I will bake something now. I'm baking. Yesterday I baked some. What is it called? Cinderella? No, cinder. These cookies, brown cookies. Oh, I don't know the English word for it. Um, and today I will bake something more, um, something good, um, and I'll do a lot of stuff. So that's it. Have a good day. Bye bye.